Okay, now we proceed to the guide problems presented in your math packets. I know that there are solutions given in there, but I'm going to reiterate on how to do it again so that you will be guided and you will have enough and sufficient knowledge on how you could actually answer those questions, those practice problems presented in your packet. Okay, let's start with guide problem number 1. It says select two irrational numbers. So you can see the question here is we're asking for two irrational numbers, and I have taught you what are irrational numbers and how are they different with rational numbers. So all we need to do is we go to the options we have and figure out if they are irrational or not. Okay, let's start with option A. Option A says pi minus pi. So if you could remember, I actually discussed pi minus pi in my rational versus irrational tutorial. So it only means to say that pi minus pi is the same thing as 1 minus 1. It's just that I use pi as 1. So pi minus pi is the same thing as what? Very good. 0. So definitely 0. Is 0 an irrational? No. So it's not our answer. Now letter B. We got letter B is negative 12.076 with a bar on top of 76. What do you mean when there's a bar on top of numbers? Very good. That means this number will be repeated. And when there are numbers repeated in a decimal, makes sense, it becomes what? Non-terminating decimals or repeating decimals, which means to say they fall under what? Very good. That's rational. So definitely this is not the answer that we're looking for. Now letter C, I got square root of 12. Remember, how do we identify irrational numbers whenever they have that square thing? So we need to figure out if there is an answer for that number that we're actually getting the square root. It says square root of 12. Can I actually find two identical numbers when I multiply it becomes 12? There's none. That's why it becomes what? Irrational. So this is the first answer that I have. Now let's go to letter D. Letter D is 3.14, which the 1-4 has a bar on top. Means to say that's going to be repeating. So it is rational, so it is not our answer. Now letter E. I got 1.234, the one on top, divided by 9. So you know for a fact that when you actually divide a rational into a rational, that gives me an idea that it will give me a rational number. So definitely is not our answer. And lastly, since this is the last option, this might be the last one that we're looking for. It says pi plus pi. So pi, that's irrational. And it's going to be added to another irrational, which is the pi as well. So it makes 2 pi. And definitely, it is an irrational number. So the answers here are C and F.